Hello guys, tonight I'm going to be making a governor election prediction that goes throughout the country. There are going to be, in 2018, 36 governor elections up for vote. But most of these are pretty safe. There are, I think, only about 10 um, actual toss-up governor elections. Because as you see on this screen, with the lean or likely states for the Republicans, they already have a majority in for governors. Of course, both parties have 7 seats, seven governors that aren't up for election. Um, so with the lean or likely states, the Democrats have 15, and the Republicans have 27, which is already a majority. But as you see, this would be the regular map. But we'll just go through it. As you see, California is solid. I guess we could just start off with this map, as you see. But we'll take off all these states that are lean or likely. No, just lean. States are only lean. So as you see, we'll take out Montana, Pennsylvania, New Hampshire. Yes, okay. Massachusetts is, to other people, maybe a surprise how, I won't be taking that state off, but if you know, if you do know, like me, even in such a liberal state like, Massachusetts, the Republican governor is actually very popular. He's, I think, the second. He's one of, if not the most approved governor, even in such a liberal state. But if we look, so we'll start off in Alaska. Don't know a lot of Alaska, personally. We do have actually the only independent governor, as you see, the only independent governor, Bill Walker, that's running for re-election. He is a independent with a Democratic lieutenant governor. He defeated the incumbent Republican governor to be elected. But we'll leave that as toss-up. Iowa, I believe it's becoming more rural. I think that state will go to the Republicans, along with Kansas. That'll stay solid. We'll put these other lean states solid. Tennessee, Arizona, Vermont, Massachusetts. Now if we take a look at Minnesota, we have a turned out governor. I do believe that state will also hold. That could be otherwise, but I believe that state will hold for the whoever's running. In Maine, we have a toss-up. We'll leave that for now. Colorado, we have a turned out Democratic governor, John Hickenlooper. That is a toss-up as of now. But he is pretty liked. I think he does have a good approval rating in the state, so, and I believe his lieutenant governor is actually running. So I believe, as he has a good approval rating, that state will go Democratic. I forgot to remove this, but I think that New Mexico will go. Well, you have an unpopular Republican governor as of now. It will be trimmed out, so I believe that state will go blue. What else? We can go to Georgia. That state, I think, will stay Republican. On the basis of it is a pretty conservative state. It is leaning Democratic, but I don't think that'll flip. We'll leave Florida for now. Maryland, another very liberal state, but a very popular Republican governor. Um, uh, so we'll leave that for now. Bruce Rauner in Illinois. Um, we'll leave that also for now. We have John Kasich, who's a termed out governor right here in Ohio. I do believe that state will hold for the Republicans. Oops, sorry for that. New Hampshire, same thing there. We have a Republican governor there, but I'll leave it there. But Maryland will be the state that gives the Republicans half of the 50 states that are up for election, because you have a liberal state in Maryland, but a very highly approved Republican governor in Larry Hogan. He did defeat the Martin O'Malley's lieutenant governor to be elected in 2014, and I do believe he will be reelected. Now in Pennsylvania, we have Tom Wolf running for re-election. I do think he'll run up the score in Pittsburgh and the Philadelphia area, get the African American vote out to vote, and I think he will win re-election. And now if we look on the map, Rhode Island, that is it is a pretty liberal state. We'll keep that blue. Now in Connecticut, you have a unpopular termed out governor in Dan Mulway. Once again, it is though a liberal state, and I forget what his name is. Tom Foley, I think. He might run again for what is, I think, a third or fourth time for governor. And we'll leave that for now. I think Scott Walker in the state of Wisconsin will keep his seat. He will win re-election in Wisconsin. He's running for a third term, I believe. And on Nevada, if we take a look, the current Nevada governor, who is Brian Sandoval. As you see, he is a Republican. He is termed out, and I believe he is actually pretty unpopular. In the state, I am not 100% sure, but just for hypothetical reasons, we'll give this state to the Democrats. Maine, this state is trending a bit Republican. You do have Angus King, independent senator, along with Susan Collins. And you have a termed out Republican governor in Paul LeMage. And I do think his replacement will be a Republican. Same thing in Florida. It may not be the same case, actually. But I do believe that depending who runs in Florida, if it is a good Republican who wins the nomination, they could potentially win the seat. And just for the benefit of that, we'll give that seat again, that governorship to the Republicans. Whoever is the replacement to, whoever is the replacement to Rick Scott. Now Bruce Rauner. He is an okay governor in a very liberal state. He won in a shocker in 2014. I do believe he's been a semi good governor. But of course I don't live in Illinois, so I wouldn't know. But I believe people will come out to vote. And since this is considered to potentially be a Democratic wave year, we'll flip that to Democrats. Now in Michigan, we have I believe it's Rick Schneider, termed out Republican governor once again. And depending on once again who runs, will give their replacement could potentially win. But again, for the benefit of the doubt, and of course these Democrats need to win at least one major seat, we'll give this to the Democrats. Now New Hampshire, I believe this will stay Republican, as this is a pretty 50-50 state. Um, and in Connecticut, I believe this is a pretty liberal state. Dan Malloy was an unpopular governor, but besides that, everyone else isn't that unliked. And now, in Alaska, I left this for last because it is one of the toughest that I can't decide. But if we look into the margin in the 2014 Alaska race, if we look in the 2014 Alaska race, which you'll find soon, as you know, Bill Walker was running as an independent. As you see, he was a Republican. So if he could caucus with someone, he would caucus most likely with the Republicans. As you see, he did try to run for Republican governor against the person that he beat 4 years later, Sean Parnell. As you see, he ran as a Republican, but then he ran as an independent in 2014 against Sean Parnell as an independent with it was actually a unity ticket. The Bill Walker and the Democratic nominee who agreed to be his lieutenant governor. And as you see, they did not get a majority, but they won with plurality. And yeah, he won by 6,000 votes, 3%, 2% of the vote actually. And if we take a look, if it has said it, actually as of now it does not say anything about the 2018 election, but I'm pretty sure he has announced he is running for re-election. I'm not sure exactly. Again, the computer is sort of freaking out, but I'm not sure if he has announced that he is running for re-election, but he apparently he has actually announced he is running for re-election. Declared, yeah, he has. And of course Brian Mallett, his lieutenant governor, is running. Now, if we take a look, actually, if we see polling as of now, if we take a look right now, actually, some polls actually show Bill Walker behind. But there's a good chunk of the vote undecided. So, for the benefit of the doubt, and to not drag this video on to make it a 15-minute video, we'll give him re-election. We'll say he'll win just on the incumbent advantage. But the thing is, also Mark Begich might run, which could potentially swing this race. But thinking about it, I believe actually he is an unpopular governor. This one's actually going to be very tough. But just for the benefit of that, we'll give him that race. And this will be the final map. The Democrats get a net gain of 5 seats to the Republicans' net gain of 2. I hope you enjoyed my video. Please subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Comment below if you disagree. And comment below also any recommendations for new videos. I am working on an election night. I won't give it out as just starting it. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed my video. Please subscribe and like to my channel. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.